It wasn't too long ago that we still regarded anime as being particularly niche, but with the rise of digital streaming and a few blockbuster hits over the years, anime has built up a huge market, with some series having mainstream appeal. And of course, this has caught the attention of Hollywood. Anime is cheap to produce, but can be sold at a premium to streaming services, making it almost risk-free. And even if it does bomb, it's a drop in the bucket for Hollywood. Last week marked the announcement of Lord of the Rings: War of the Rorrihim, an anime feature film that will serve as a prequel to the film trilogy. It'll be directed by Kenji Kamiyama, who made a name for himself as the director of Ghost in the Shell standalone complex and has been involved with the 3D CG company Solar Digital Arts for the last few years. We still don't know a lot about this project, but Solar Entertainment's Joseph Cho serves as producer. He's one of the many middlemen within anime that are experts in working between the US and Japan to create collaborations. He previously worked with Crunchyroll to help them launch God of High School and Tower of God, finding animation studios that could tackle these works. And he's also been involved with Adult Swim's Rick and Morty short films, finding anime teams for those as well. And so after working with all of these Warner Bros. Companies, it was only natural for them to take things another step up to work on Warner's biggest film franchise. Japan creates some of the best animation in the entire world, and so of course, other companies want a part of that. In the past, it's been common for Western cartoon creators to outsource the animation to Japanese studios, but now the relationship is a lot more explicit. Netflix in particular has been a vanguard of this. Like Cho, Netflix will also work as a go-between between US and Japanese studios, recruiting anime industry veterans to help them get integrated into the industry fast. Legendary has been one of the US studios to jump onto this deal, where they will produce shows like Pacific Rim the Black and Tomb Raider. Skydance has also jumped on board with Altered Carbon Resleeves and the upcoming Terminator anime from Production IG. And that's not to leave out Netflix's own projects, like the recently announced Bright Samurai Soul, a 3D CG anime directed by Kyohei Ishiguro based on the streaming service's awful live-action film. The anime industry is already overburdened by having far too many shows, and according to some interviews, despite the massive amount of money changing hands, there's no real benefit to the artists who actually have to create someone else's dream project. With anime being more profitable than ever before, you'd think that it would open the doors for more artists to get paid well and be able to create their own passion projects. But all that money is still going to the mega corporations like Sony and Warner, who in themselves are calling the shots for what anime's greatest creators will have to spend the next few years making to add value to streaming services on the other side of the world. I think there is a merit to anime being a global medium. More voices, more stories, more talents. But right now, all of those voices and stories are coming from the people who are already at the top. Hollywood producers and executives greenlighting anime as cheap media spin-offs while ignoring the overwork that it takes to create it. Personally, I don't really care about seeing a Tomb Raider or Altered Carbon anime. I've played the games, I've watched the series. I want to see original stories instead. Netflix is playing a part in licensing these, and Warner's Adult Swim is producing the original series Fena Pirate Princess from Production IG as well. But as time goes on and the endless anime adaptations of random geek properties continue, it seems that Hollywood will continue to exploit the anime industry for years to come. Feel free to subscribe to find out more about the art and creation of Japanese pop culture.